So can you write down a number that has some repeating thing after the decimal other than the numbers you've already told me?
If we just take, I think we could abstract each digit.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the number line. Okay?
Okay.
So Mark, draw numbers on the number line. Okay. Is that the whole number line?
No.
So why are you, see you're being very prejudiced about where you're choosing your numbers on the number line. The number line is very long.
Okay. Well, now I don't feel comfortable putting any number down.
Okay.
I mean, the paper is only so wide.
Okay,
I don't
so
think I
here
can
I'll-
draw infinity.
Okay, draw the number line again so that you have more room.
Well, wherever I draw one,
Okay. How about here?
there will. Okay.
Okay.
So 2's here,
Good.
3's here.
Yeah. So I'm asking you, what numbers can you deal with?
All the rational numbers.
Well, what decimal numbers? What decimal numbers does your technique work for? And I'm asking you, are there any other than the ones you've described so far? Where on the number line are the numbers you've described so far?
Between 0 and 1.
Ah, are there numbers not between 0 and 1?
Yes.
Ah, well, give me one.
Right.
And could you do what you're doing with those, or not?
So if we had, say, 5.3333333,
Ah,
we can turn that into a fraction.
great, do it. Yeah. Now, okay. So the point is, look, and this is one of the hardest things to do in life. You get stuck in some idea, and in this case, you were looking between 0 and 1, and it never occurred to you to think of a number other than between 0 and 1. And so I'm saying, you know, one of the things that is extremely productive is trying to force yourself, and none of us can do this regularly. You know, we're all stuck in our thinking. And if we can force ourselves to get unstuck, to look beyond what we imagine, you know, it was before you even got started to think. You started 0 point, right? You didn't even imagine what's on the other side of the decimal. And yet, if you look at the number line and you said, okay, well, where are the points that I'm thinking? Well, they're all between 0 and 1. You even drew it that way, 0, 1. It was the whole thing. That was the totality of your concept. And so there's no formula, by the way, for how to get unstuck from, and how to get rid of the blinders that we all have. But it's sure worth trying. And when you work on that and you say, you know, are there ways I can look at, you know, a broader set of things, it really is magically productive. So here we're just doing a math problem here, but in life beyond math, it is extremely productive. That we all think, oh yeah, the first thing I'm going to do, and particularly, by the way, I mean, this comes up in real life, it comes up in things like political discussions or religious discussions or things. You start off with your bias, and you surround yourself with people who think exactly the same way as you do, and you think that's just the way the world is because everybody around you says the same thing. And then you just sort of stepping back and say, well, what am I really assuming here? Am I really opening my mind, or am I just repeating what I am constantly thinking to myself over and over again? So this is a great illustration. So go ahead and do this number you picked, 5.33333, and see what you can do with that.